Fellas, if you are even remotely ambitious and you envision the future for yourself in 1 year, 5 years, maybe even a decade, in a better environment, better skills to make more money, higher social status, more attractive women, more confidence, and more self-belief. I'm sure you want to do a lot of things, but you don't feel like you're actually capable of doing it. Or you already feel like you failed before you've even started, before you've even tried. You need to start with your physique. And I don't mean just going to the gym and showing up. I mean truly getting lean down to 10 to 12% body fat, seeing what you're truly capable of, and getting jacked and building enough muscle. Don't start with a business. Don't start with making money. Don't start with journaling and waking up at 5 a.m. Start with your body, because this is the foundation of the self-improvement masculine arc. It starts with fitness. That leads to confidence. Now with the self-belief and confidence, you have agency. You're probably ambitious. You probably want all these things, but you don't have the agency to actually act on any of the things you want. Now you start acquiring more skills because you've bent reality. You've completely changed the way you look, and now you realize you're actually capable of doing things. So you take that and you start putting it in other areas. You start the business, you start making money. Now you can actually communicate properly in social settings. You can get in rooms with people that are way above you and you belong. And this is how you build more income. And then with the income, you start putting together your entire identity. You start putting everything together and crafting your dream reality. And getting in shape is literally step one. It is the foundation. A lot of guys even see it as the end result. You get the money, you get the women, you get the status, then you get in shape. It's completely backwards, because getting in shape is literally the lowest hanging fruit. There's 17-year-olds walking around with crazy physiques. But it's important to understand that not only is it not the last step, it's not the only step. You have to use your physique as leverage. You have to get in shape and move on. Build off the physique you have already built. You get in shape, you get lean, you grow, continue to make progress in the gym, but you don't make it your entire life. You use it for what it is. It's to get your mentality right and actually teach you that you have the ability to make change in your life. And this is one of the biggest changes I see with people. They start getting in shape, they start building momentum, and they start realizing, okay, I can have an impact. I can actually do something in my life that is positive, rather than just going to my 9 to 5, drinking on the weekends. Short term, being that comfortable, escaping all the things you want to do feels better in the short term. It does. You get drunk, you forget about your problems, all the things you want to do, you just go to bed, wake up hungover, and repeat the whole process. But in the long run, it will eat you alive. Eat you alive, because all of us want to be jacked. All of us want to be lean. All of us want the confidence. We want the attraction. We want the status. As I said before, getting lean is the lowest hanging fruit. It's hard the first time, but once you get it, it's easy to maintain. You can get there a lot easier with the correct system. If you don't have the correct system, you could spend years and years spinning your wheels like most people do who go to the gym. Go to any public gym. Most guys are out of shape. Most guys are still skinny fat. They have a little bit of muscle, but you can't even tell. They don't look any different than the average Joe. And if you guys want the correct system, follow me on Instagram @Brosai. Message me the word routine, and I will send you a full diet and workout routine that you can literally follow for the rest of your life, continue to make progress, and adapt to your lifestyle so that you can get lean, you can build the aesthetic body in 6 months to 1 year. And your life will literally never look the same. And the thing is once you do it once, it's easy after that. I said this in my last video, guys. Getting lean the first time is difficult, but once you've got it, it's easy to maintain. But it's so important you start building off of it. Only 1% of the male population is below 12% body fat. That is an alarming statistic. And the truth is once you actually build this physique, you immediately stand out in the best way possible because you become unforgettable. You no longer are just another guy. A lot of you guys are probably walking into rooms, going to the office, going to parties, whatever it may be, and you feel invisible. No one really takes notice of you. No one really respects when you speak. They kind of just brush it off. But when your physique says something about who you are, visually, you're visually striking. You have the cheekbones. You got the jawline. You look like you take care of yourself. You're obviously disciplined. People will automatically perceive you as elite. And this goes the same in the workplace. You could do the exact same work. If you are out of shape, no one's even going to care. You're just the guy at the office that's Bob in that aisle, and he's in accounting. If you are jacked, you're the jacked guy from accounting. And you're automatically get a head start in everyone else, and you can start moving up the company faster. I can't tell you the amount of people I've worked with who work, they're either in business or they own a business or they're in corporate, And as soon as they get lean, they immediately get job opportunities. They start making more money, partially due to the confidence and the self-belief they have in the way they speak, but also people respect it because you are abnormal once you get in shape. And it only takes 6 months to a year. Your presence literally becomes leverage. You got to think, if you're a company, right, and you want someone to be the face of the company, you want someone going to other businesses to sell your product, your service, or you want someone to be the face of the company, go to conferences. Do you think they want the out of shape guy who has a beer belly talking about the company? Or do you think they want the guy who looks like a fucking model, is shredded, 10 to 12% body fat, takes care of himself? What type of image do you think is better for a company? What type of person do you think they would want to have as the CEO? It's as simple as that. Is your presence, the way you look, your appearance is leverage. It matters in society, and especially for your social status. And this isn't even to go into how you're actually going to feel mentally and physically. You're going to be sharper. You're going to have more mental clarity. You're going to have less inflammation. You're going to be operating in 6th gear every single day. So many guys don't realize how bad their energy is right now. If you're 25% body fat and I ask you, how do you feel? You'd probably say, yeah, I feel all right. But if I got you to lose 10% body fat, gave you a whole foods diet that you actually digested well, you wouldn't believe how much more energy you have. It's like right now you have the lights off and I flip the switch and now you have the lights on and you can actually see the world. But fellas, getting lean is literally the highest ROI decision you could ever make. There's basically zero investment. How much are you spending? $20 a month on a Planet Fitness membership? You already eat food. You probably already go to the gym if you're watching this channel. You're probably already trying. You're just not doing the correct things or not actually putting in the work you say you are. You do not need amazing genetics. All you need to do is eat better foods, train harder when you actually go to the gym, and be consistent. And think about what you're doing right now. And if it's not working, change a variable. If you're eating 1,700 calories, increase your calories to 2,000. See how your body reacts. Wait 4 weeks. See what happens. This is literally all you need to do to achieve a physique. I've been training for 14 years. That is the only way I gained the knowledge of how to get people in shape, is by literally trying things. It didn't work? Okay, I'll try something else. I was determined to figure it out. I made an oath to myself when I was 14 that I didn't care how long it took. I read a book called Mastery by Robert Greene, 10,000 hours. It says it takes 10,000 hours to master something and become basically an expert. And I was willing to put in my 10,000 hours into the gym, into training, into dieting to figure it out. Because I already knew that once I got there, the outcome was going to be worth it regardless of how long it took. I didn't care if it took me a year. If it took me 20 years. It's better to actually be in shape and at least be working towards it and trying to figure it out than not be and just give up and just fall into that comfortable state that I spoke about earlier, which is easier short term, but is going to eat you alive for the rest of your life because you never actually had the agency or the confidence to do the things you want in your life. Your goals and aspirations are far beyond getting in shape. You may not even know what they are yet, but I can tell you right now, if you sat down with a pen and paper and really thought about what you want out of your life, getting jacked is literally bottom, but it's necessary to do the other things. You need to get the physique to amplify all the other things you want. You need the structure and consistency in your life to succeed in business. You need to be a man of your word who actually does the things he wants to do if you want a successful relationship, because you need a woman to respect you. How are you going to be in a relationship with a woman and she thinks another man is more attractive? Or she thinks he's a better man than you? How could you even accept that for yourself? If you want respect from a woman, you need to respect yourself. And if you're not doing the things you want to do, how can you expect that? And what you don't realize about not being lean and not being in shape is that there are so many things subconsciously or even consciously that are ruining your mood every single day. Taking photos, going out, talking to women, going to a pool. In the back of your mind is your own worst enemy. It's saying, oh, you shouldn't take your shirt off. You're going to look fat, or someone's going to see your belly. Or you go talk to the girl and she probably doesn't want me. Your own mind is attacking you. Your own mind isn't even on your team. This is the biggest shift you'll see when you get in shape, because you start looking at yourself, I am that man. Of course that girl wants me. And you're going to go find out. I want to go to the pool. I want to go out. I want to go socialize. I want to expand my horizon and actually accomplish things because your mind is on your team. How many of you go try on clothes and you get frustrated because they don't fit right? Now imagine putting literally anything on and it looks fantastic, all just because you have a good physique. It increases your value with barely any investment. You don't need to fake it till you make it. There's no more worrying every single day about how you look or what you're capable of, because you know what you're capable of. And if you guys want to make this transformation, you want to expedite the process. You don't want to go through the 14 years like I did of trying to figure things out. And you want a system that actually works, and that not only you can get lean, you can get jacked, you can build the aesthetic physique, but you can actually start leveraging it immediately to get the agency to achieve things in other areas of your life. Follow me on Instagram at Brasai. DM me the word elite. We'll jump on a call. We'll talk about where you're at, where you're trying to get to, and how we can do it together.